me far. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 living my life like it's golden.
Hey y'all. The last time I came to y'all, or the last couple of times I've came to y'all, this hair has been a mess, but I want to show y'all me transforming myself and retwisting my locks. So I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to wash my hair. As you see, it is dry. It is really dry. It needs to be washed really bad. And I'll give you guys some details on my lock journey and what made me decide to lock my hair. My texture, I guess you'll be able to see it a little bit better when it's wet, is between, I guess, 4A and 4B. I don't have a tight curl pattern. I don't know about all that curl pattern stuff, y'all. I just know I don't have a tight curl pattern, so I do have some areas, as you see up in the front, that are a little bit harder to lock than these areas in the back. So let me go ahead and jump in the shower and wash it, and I'll come back and give y'all the haps on my locks, how long I've been locking my hair, and all of that good stuff. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Just got out of the shower. Just got it so fresh and so clean. And now I'm about to go ahead on and start on my retwist. I'm going to just start by showing y'all it's still a little wet, but it is fully clean now. Let me turn around for you. So yeah, let me show you some of the products I'm using. Well, all of the products I'm using. So I use the Talia Waheed Lock It Up. None of these companies are sponsoring me, but if you want to, holla at your girl. Aloe vera, 99%. What's the other 1%? I never looked at that. It says it's enriched with deep sea water, which is good for locks, and barley grass extracts. Y'all, I don't know what the other 1% is, but oh, the 1% is barley leaf extract. So I'm using aloe vera gel, and I mix these two products up together because if I just use aloe vera gel, it doesn't hold for long. If I mix it in with the Talia Waheed, then it'll give me a little hold. So I use both of them because product buildup is real in my hair. I don't want my locks to develop that buildup because right now they don't have any. So I'm doing pretty good, I think, with just mixing these two products together. I don't use, and let me take these tags off. I'm sorry, y'all. Again. So I use the Cream of Nature leave-in because I do not use creamy conditioners because the texture of my hair, if I put conditioner in my hair, my locks will start to unravel. And I told y'all my hair is fine in the front, so I tend to have an issue with it locking in the front. Now, a lot of people, will look and be like, well, why is her locks so lumpy? Well, it's 3 reasons for that. 1 is my texture. And 2 is how I started. I started with 2-strand twists because my hair was long. And 3 is because my locks are babies. They're not even a year old yet. So I started my locks December the 2nd, 2019. So my year anniversary will be December the 2nd. No, I'm sorry, 2020. So my year will be December the 2nd, this year, 2021. And as y'all see, I have a lot of odd shaped locks. Look at that at the end, y'all. I have a lot of frizz. And it's just the texture of my hair. But at the end of the day, I love being original. I love being organic. I never wanted to start this lock journey with just some straight up and down perfect locks. I want my locks to have their own personality. So let me get back to the product. But that's the reason why a lot of my locks you will see are bumpy. You'll see my ends are straight on some of them, and those are the 3 reasons why. After talking to my loctician who does my hair periodically, I usually retwist, but when I don't want to do it and I want to style or something like that, she said when we get closer to about the 11th month mark, it's time to get them dusted. So that would just mean cut off all the little excess pieces that, you know, are not going to hurt by kind of shaving them off. So, and then I use the island oil, and this is Jamaican mango lime island oil for my scalp, and I also use peppermint oil. I like the mango oil because it's not a heavy oil, but I also like incorporating the peppermint oil because I like the way that it opens my pores and it makes my scalp feel. And also peppermint oil is good for stimulating hair growth. And we're going to be completely transparent here. In the front of my hair, before I went loose natural, because as you see, the thickness in the back is a totally different thickness in the front. But what happened, y'all, was I got process damage. I had got some braids one time, fresh off a relaxer. Child, I don't know why. And when I took those braids out, the top of my hair was so thin you could see my scalp, and it never really quite grew back the same way. So a lot of people have been recommending that I go to maybe a dermatologist to take a look to see if that growth can be stimulated. It's not completely gone. However, you know, I've been working with it. As a loose natural, you know, you really couldn't tell that much. And I knew when I was getting my locks, I was like, you know, this is probably definitely going to be my problem area. But hey, like, it is what it is. None of us are built perfect. We perfect just as we are. If I have a couple of thin locks in the front, that's no problem with me. I am who I am, and you're going to have to accept it the way that is. Period, poo. I accept it. So, and there's one area over here that I just have some thinning. That, you know, I swoop my little baby hair back and we try to cover that up. But again, like, hey, it is what it is. None of us come perfect. We work with what we have. And I love who I am. Thin hair and all at the top. Thickness in the back. Hi. But let's go ahead on and get started. And then I could tell y'all about my journey, what I do. So first, let me go ahead and spray my hair down because it's gotten dry again and my hair gets dry or soaks up moisture pretty quick. I think that's called high porosity. I'm not sure. Y'all correct me if I'm not saying these things in the right way, because it's high or low. I don't know. But my hair soaks up moisture and water pretty quickly. So I'm just spraying the leave-in. Just apply some moisture, and for the most part, I still do the same thing to my locks that I did to my natural hair. The only thing that I don't add to my locks that I did to my natural hair is a cream. And I find the more simplistic that I am, and the less I put a lot on my hair, the better it does. My hair likes to be light and fluffy. It does not like to be heavy and bogged down with a lot of products. So, ooh, that feel good. I'm starting off with the peppermint oil, y'all. And as you see, just putting a little oil in it, make her come alive a little something again. Now, sometimes I will retwist and I will just leave it, twist it up and let it air dry for the most part if I'm not going nowhere. If I am, then I'll sit under the dryer. And even sometimes, if I don't feel like sitting under the dryer, I'll use the handheld dryer on a low setting. But that's getting all of that in there. Child, that feel good. Ooh, Lord. Thank you. Then I'm coming in because, you know, some people like to put oil on their scalp as they individually do it. There's no right or wrong way. I just like to put the oil on my scalp first, so I don't have to worry about doing that row by row. And I work it from the root all the way down to the shaft. Boogadoop, 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 boom. That's the shaft theme song I'm talking about. I'm showing how old I am, y'all. Don't pay no attention to me. So I got down. I'm gonna take my glasses off because the glasses is in the way. But, honey, I need my glasses when I first started, because if I try to focus the glasses without, if I try to focus the camera without my glasses on first, the whole video is gonna be blurry. Child. And I just started getting blind and not being able to see that well. And it's the most trippiest thing to be able to see perfectly fine and then wake up and have to squint your eyes to be able to see your phone. But we gonna be all right. So I used to mix the two together in another container, but now I don't. I just mix it with my hands. So let's get started. I got my trusty hair bow, so that way I could pin it up and do it row by row. And make sure I got everything one row exposed. And put all the rest of this up. So while I'm doing this, the reason why I started my lock journey is just simply because, you know, after being loose natural for so long, for a long time, I always wanted locks anyway. Show y'all how I do it. And y'all, again, if y'all don't like the way these parts look, it's okay, y'all. Make your parts perfect, honey. I ain't got time for all that, because once it's done, it's going to be looking cute. So I just take my little cattail comb, smooth that out. I don't take much at all, because again, y'all, product build up. So I got about that much aloe vera. And I'm going to put that across underneath. And I got about this much, as you can see. And y'all, if y'all hear me sniffing, I don't have the Rona. During this time, I have a little sinus infection. So I've been trying to get all this mucus out my throat and my chest. So just bear with me. Proper way to twist. And it's hard when you look at it, because you want to do the opposite when you look at it, but I could feel for it. But you always want to twist going to the right. So now I do, I palm roll sometimes, I twist from the root sometimes, so it just all depends. Whichever best way I could get to it, but I definitely don't try to do it tight. And I also can twist mine up now. I wasn't able to do that before, but I have also seen where they're saying twisting it up might not be the best thing to do. Use your clips, because it causes tension on your roots. So either way, y'all, I could give you a twist. So let's keep on going. I'm seem to be getting pretty faster at retwisting my hair, which is a good thing because it used to take me forever to do it. That's why I started going to the loctician, because I was just like, this takes forever. I could do my son's when I started his out, but it just was when it came to doing my own, I was just like, this is taking too much time. But with more persistence and, you know, just keep doing it, you'll get better at it. So, just that quick, my first row is done in the back. So, the reason why I started my lock journey is I always wanted locks. I say within, because my natural hair, I did 2 big chops. So, it's nothing for me to cut my hair, transition into a new hairstyle. But I just always thought locks were beautiful. But I always thought that I was the type of person, like everybody else generally says, I switch my hair up too much. And it got to a point where I really wasn't switching my hair up too much. If anybody knows me, my favorite go-to hairstyle as a loose natural was definitely the bun. In a ponytail, and a bun on top, or 2 buns on the side. And I'm like, if I do that with my natural hair all the time, I definitely could do that with locks. That's no problem. And I just wanted my hair to be healthy. I didn't want to keep manipulating it and doing things to it that I know was not the healthiest thing to do to it, as far as just my natural hair maintenance overall. So I started maybe like about 3 years ago. And y'all, when I say I wasn't ready, she wasn't ready, okay? I started out and nobody told me how hard it would be going through that transition phase of locks. I'm only just trying to make sure I don't have anything extra in here. So, having to go to work, having to try to fix your starter locks up in a way that you out here looking presentable, it was a no-go, y'all. I felt like I looked crazy. So that first time may have lasted every bit of maybe 4 months. And after 4 months, and I realized that I could still comb them out and keep my hair, I was like, you know what, this is not working for you, girl. Maybe locks aren't for me. So, with that being said, I combed it out, went back loose natural. But when we came home for COVID and the pandemic, I just thought to myself, like, the only thing that stopped you was because you didn't know how to make them work in a professional corporate setting. So now that we're working from home, let's try to start them again. So I started December the 2nd. I just twisted my hair up. And I was like, I don't have anywhere to go, so what perfect time than to start now? Because I really wanted locks. And I really love the way locks look. And I had a vision of how I felt like I was going to rock my locks and they'd be fly. So that's what I did. Y'all, I'm very simplistic. It doesn't take much. I do want to be the type of person that's, you know, into the makeup thing and getting glammed up. But for real, I don't have time to do that. And sometimes, if I do wear makeup and get glammed up and I don't recognize myself, it's like, it's too much. Take it off. But I've always just kind of been that go with the flow kind of tomboy person. Jeans and sneakers is my drop, along with tights. So maybe one day I'll get to the point where I'll start applying a little bit more makeup and stuff like that, being cute for y'all. But until then, I'm cute how I am. And I like it. And I like it. And y'all see me keep messing with this side because since that side, like I told you, is thin, I don't like to put a lot of tension on my edges. So when you see me get to the end, you're gonna see I'm gonna have my little sides out. Even when I was losing natural, I always like to have my little curly cues on the side. My pennies from Good Times, curls on the side. And if any of y'all are thinking about starting a lock journey, or you want locks, but you like, I don't know if I could go through that process of the transitioning stage. I don't call it the ugly stage, I just call it transition stage, because that's all locks are doing, is they're going through transitions until they get to an adult stage. Don't let that be the reason to stop you, because every day as I see them maturing more and more, I'm more excited about what they're gonna look like. And I like the way they look now, y'all, for real, for real. Again, like I said, it doesn't bother me that they're misshapen. It doesn't bother me that they're a little lumpy. That's the way they're supposed to be. If they weren't supposed to be that way, guess what? They wouldn't be. So, I'll go through. And I hope I'm pulling this hair right, because when I say, I usually have a mirror right there so I can see the back, just to make sure I'm pulling, because this feels like a big gap right here, so there's something missing. Hold on. There we go. There she go. There she go. So, yeah, I think I got them all now. And people say, how many locks do you have, child? I don't know. If y'all want me to count them for you, though, let me know in the comments below and I'll count them for you. But I know I don't have that many. Because I didn't want small locks either. I wanted my locks to be thick. So, when I started them out, I want to say I had like 54. But there are a few that I've had to combine because the front was thin. And like I told y'all before, they don't, those are the ones that I had the hardest time getting a lock. And if you got a little product, just, you know, rub it in. It ain't no big deal. But, Yeah, so I think I started off with like 54, but the front was so thin that I did have to wind up going back in and combining some in the front. So I really haven't counted since then, or since I first put them in. So if y'all really want to know how many I have, let me know and I'll do a video and we'll do a countdown. And it's so crazy because I ain't gonna say nobody thought I was gonna get no locks. No, I ain't gonna say that because people know when I decide to do something, that's just my Leo nature. When I decide to do something, child, I'm gonna do it. And I know when I tried that first time, I never thought that I wasn't gonna try again. I just knew that time wasn't the right time. And I'm seeing so many people with locks now, y'all. Everywhere I go now, it's just like, wow, like, we are really, like, in tune. Like, just black people in general, I just feel like a lot of understanding that we come into, it's really showing up in the culture. Because everywhere I go now, I'm seeing locks. My husband, with him deciding to lock his up was a complete shock because I've been with my husband, married almost 15, and together almost 20. The end of this month, we'll be together 20, just together. So when he said he wanted to start, I was like, you're lying. And everybody know my husband is a jokester. He'll say stuff and he'll run with it for a long time. So you'll never know if he playing or if he for real, but he actually grew his hair out and he started his too. So we kind of transitioned on that together, and I felt like that was dope because I have never seen him, ever seen him with long hair or hair longer than a little short fluffy fro, but it won't even a fro. It's like a little crop with a little, you use a sponge, but that's as long as I've ever seen his hair, and it's actually growing pretty good and it's looking good. So we all are coming into a different type of understanding as a group, and I want to say this too: if you got relaxed hair, if you have loose natural hair, if you have no hair, it does not matter. Nobody is better than the other person because they're natural or they're not natural. Be you. Uninhibited, authentically you. What makes you happy. Don't let nobody else tell you who you gotta be or what you gotta be. Because I'm going to tell you, honey, I'm sure not going to let nobody tell me. We live our best life and do what we need to do for ourselves and our families, and anybody who don't like it, the hell with them. Know what I'm saying? Not the hell with them, the heaven with them. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. I don't want nothing bad to come to nobody. But can't nobody be out here judging you either for what you choose to do in your life, with your hair, with your finances, with your status, with your sexuality, nothing. We only got one life to live, honey, and you live it the best way you know how to. Forget what anybody else thinks. And that's on Mary hair, though. Like, I hate saying that, y'all. That's so funny I can say that. But it just fit. Because I believe when I be saying stuff like that, my kids be like, Ma, no. Ma, no. Again, don't spend this time worrying about what other people think you should do and what you shouldn't do. You do what the Spirit leads you to do. That's the only thing that's going to make you happy. That's what true happiness comes from. Your Spirit will tell you every time. So as you see, I'm separating my little panty, y'all, because I don't like her in the lock, so I keep her out. Let me twist her up. Child, let me twist up. Little panty, honey. So she don't go in that lock by mistake. Y'all remember Anthony Hardaway used to be Little Penny? I'm talking about Penny from Good Times, Janet Jackson. Because Little Penny used to have them little side curls. That was so cute. My husband used to make fun of my little curls. He don't now. He don't no more, but he used to. And as y'all see again, my locks are not perfect, and that's okay, y'all. I like it. It's different. It's like, God, do your thing. However these is meant to turn out and be and look like, that's perfect. Thank you, God. As you see, I can't wait till I do get them dusted and, you know, see, they're mature. Cause y'all, let me have these locks on and be swinging them everywhere. Yes, you're not gonna be able to tell me nothing. You can't tell me too much now. But, girl, when I get these locks, and like I'm just saying, girl, like only girls or queens, look at my channel. I got some kings out there that's tuning in. Hey, king. So, we equal opportunity channel over here. And with me saying that, please, y'all, if y'all got this far in the video, you might as well hit that subscribe button and like stop playing. You might as well hit that like button, stop playing. You might as well hit that alert button every time a new video come out and stop playing. You might as well share. Stop playing. But yeah, y'all, that's my lock journey in a sense. I don't want to ramble and talk y'all head off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead on and speed this thing up and come back with the finished result. Oh, let me show you what I got so far. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, y'all, it is dry. Getting ready to pull my clips out so we can see the end result. I think it turned out really, really good. I sat under the dryer probably about, I ain't gonna lie y'all, probably about 25 minutes. Then I cooked dinner, tied it up with a bonnet, ate dinner. So I just got finished eating dinner. It was really good. And now I'm coming back to take these out. good length. They didn't look that long because they was filthy and needed to be washed and retwisted, but you can see a little bit of length coming in. I didn't have that much shrinkage when I started my locks because my hair was past my shoulders when I started them. So I still retained a lot of length. I didn't lose length, but even if I did, it would have been alright. Because I know that they are going to grow and grow and grow. Got everything on the side. I'm using my camera as a mirror too, so that's why I'm all up in the camera. All up in the videos. So that is that. All my clips are out. I think I don't feel any more. Here's the back. Nice. Ooh, they feel so light and fluffy. The side and the front with my front side part. And probably what I'm gonna do is probably pin it up in a little updo. I usually do that for a little while. I don't like my hair too tight, but it makes the twist out last long. And then I get my little curl, my little panties. That's what we name them. And fix them up. Look at that melanin. Ooh, 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 melanin popping. But anyway, for more content like this, please like, share, subscribe. Click on the alert box, ding, 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 so you can get updates. And I'll keep coming back to you with more. But thank you for joining me on retwisting my hair. And y'all have a good one. Do the most so you can be the most. Bye.
It's not that